The diagnosis came as a surprise because I've been very careful. I've been taking this virus seriously, working from home for more than a year, almost no social life, ordering all my groceries online, and always wearing a mask. So however I got it, the interaction was brief. A protocol says you have to quarantine at home for 10 days, and I was doing that. I was just a day and a half away from being in the clear before everything changed.
Oh, it's a lot better.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
You never get used to the joint pain. White, hot bolts of raw torture shocking your body with no warning, day and night. Whoever said lightning never strikes the same place twice, obviously never had COVID. I tested positive 3 days before my birthday in late March. Minus the achy fatigue and shortness of breath, my symptoms were pretty mild at first. I quarantined at home for more than a week with little more than some orange juice, cold medicine, and a pulse oximeter to measure my blood oxygen level.
Is that a smile? Is that a doggy smile?
I kept my viewers up to date on my progress, and then my fever started to spike, and as it neared 104, I started to hallucinate.
If you're at home, can you walk from the bedroom to the kitchen without getting super winded and having to take a break? If you're young and you're healthy and you can't make it from your bedroom to the kitchen, that might be a big deal.
Day 8, symptom swap. My lungs seemed to be clearing up, but suddenly a debilitating fever and a headache. I couldn't even get out of bed. I remember thinking, odd the fever waited until now.
The new variant, it's very different, I feel like, in my opinion, in regards to successful rates of getting patients quicker out of the hospital. You know, that day 10, 11 is really kicking them really hard.
Hi everybody, this is day 10 of COVID. I'm in the hospital right now. And what I'm about to do is extremely hard. The exercise is to just simply roll over on my side and try to breathe. I've been trying it. It's very hard. Here we go. Arms up so you get air into your lungs. Okay, I'm gonna grab it with this hand.
Proning, you know, even you, when you start proning, laying on your bellies, you know, laying on your side, you can't just do it for 1 hour, 2 hours. We need you to do it for 14, 15, 16 hours, and you're fighting, you know, and it's hard. I mean, I'm sure that was hard for you.
I knew that was gonna be hard, so I went ahead and got a cloth with ice because it kind of spikes my fever when I exert too much energy. But I want you guys to see that this is not a game. I'm young, 25, would you believe that? And I shouldn't be here. They've already told me they're keeping me another night. Between the poking, proning, and the bruising, the next 5 days would be the hardest of my life, but there was a bright spot.
I feel like, you know, walking to that room, God was definitely with us. And it was at that moment where we connected. Your struggle was real in the hospital. Your fear was real. And it wasn't, your feelings were valid, you know? Everything was real. You weren't just one of those patients that were sitting there on oxygen and fine and can walk up and use the bathroom with no problem. No, you were struggling.
Jennifer Hanash is a respiratory therapist with Ascension Providence, a crucial part of any healthcare team, especially now. In critical cases, COVID attacks the lining of the air sacs in the lungs. And as the body tries to fight it, your lungs could swell and fill with fluid.
When I first walked in, you were scared to even talk to me. I felt like, you know, you were scared to tell me what you wanted. And you even made a comment saying, you know, I know this is not your job, but can you do this? And that breaks my heart because you are my job. I will do whatever you need.
Her job is to keep my lungs clear and my airways open. She did that, but she also kept my mind clear and my heart open. She brought me this. Purple's my favorite color. Beautiful notebook for no reason. I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff, but she brought me this for no reason. and she brought me this. Keep calm and trust God.
Your mind will take over your body, and that is your worst enemy.
I was most afraid at night, thinking I might roll onto my back while I was sleeping and worsen my condition. I was not prepared for the mental component of COVID. That was one of the most difficult obstacles to overcome. But I was reminded I wasn't fighting alone.
Say get well.
Get well.
Get well. Get well soon, Maurielle.
When I walk out that room, I don't know if I'm going to see you again. So I have to do something. I have to say something. I have to make sure that you feel loved and bring love back into the room.
Yay! I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, it's my new best friend.
You know, your room was filled with flowers, bears. I mean, the love was, unbelievable.
When the news broke, Fox 2 viewers flooded the hospital with flowers, notes, and well wishes. So many, in fact, that hospital staff asked to change my name to Sunflower to protect my privacy, and so they could get back to work. But your kindness continued. I want to make sure I can say thank you to everyone. I mean, honestly, I don't even know what to do with a lot of this. It's so incredible. And that's probably another delivery. All right, thank you. Oh, you guys are amazing. I'm glad to be home, but that's not the end of the story. It was a week before I could climb my own stairs. For some, getting out of the hospital is just the beginning.
People come and tell me, I'm reading the same paragraph over and over again. It's hard for me to retain what I used to retain before COVID. So I can't think of too many jobs that if you had some long COVID symptoms that you would be able to do. If you have to put any amount of focus or effort or talking or breathing, it could be very taxing on you if you have some of those prolonged COVID symptoms.
I also have double pneumonia and a nighttime confusion. COVID survivors have to wait 90 days before getting the vaccine. Having the antibodies is not the same as having immunity.
If you wait, it could be at your own peril. COVID can lead to scarring and damage to your lungs. If you get it again, you're gonna have more scarring and more damage to your lungs. So your second case can be a lot more severe. So for those reasons, I'm recommending that you get the vaccine.
I'm still dealing with a list of long hauler symptoms. Recovering from COVID is certainly a journey in itself, physically, spiritually, and mentally. Healthcare professionals have worked around the clock, tirelessly, to keep us safe, and for that we are grateful. And to my doctors, Dr. Dooley, Dr. Siva Kumar, and my own guardian angel, Jennifer Hamash, I say thank you. It's because of you I can say alive to tell the story. I'm Maurielle Lue, Fox 2 News.